What's up, guys? Just got back from the stadium. I'm not going to do a live because I want to do this post-match reaction immediately and not wait till tomorrow. And look, Roma 0, Inter 1, of course. I'm going to first of all eliminate all the defeatism that will circulate around the web, around social media, amongst us. I think we played a great game. And I will actually maybe be a part of the minority, but we did not deserve to lose one bit. I have actually been quite surprised about our performance today, especially that second half. I think that second half was great. The recurring problem is a problem that I speak about in every video when people attack me saying that I'm too repetitive. But guys, it's the problem. If we had a good striker right now, we would have won this game. And that isn't that big of a statement. We would have definitely equalized, if not won. If not won. I don't want to be that guy. I really don't. Because I support every player that plays for us. I will defend him. But I can no longer defend Dovbyk. I can no longer defend him. He is utter crap. He's utter crap. And you know what? It's not just the goal that he missed or the balls that he doesn't stop. I think Dovbyk has a character issue. There was a certain stage in that second half for like 5 minutes where every foul that Mancini made on Pio Esposito, the referee whistled and gave Inter the foul. Every time in the span of those 5 minutes, the Dovbyk got treated in the same way. We never got a foul. And I'm like, protest, do something. No, he's there like this. Oh, well, okay. Well, he's emotionally weak. And in teams like Roma, you can't be emotionally weak. So, look, the problem is this. The problem is that we have strikers, and I focus on Dovbyk, not Ferguson. Ferguson played 2 minutes today. You can't. We have strikers right now that can't score even if they change the rules and allow scoring with hands. They wouldn't be able to score. Our strikers are so fucking bad that it's what is actually the problem at this football club. Because had we had any other striker today, we would have won this game or at least drew. And 1 point would have been golden. So the situation between Roma and Inter is a better team. I've said this in the match preview. Anyone who's surprised that we lost this game, get your mind fixed. Inter are a better team. Inter have got more squad depth. Inter have got more quality. Inter have better chemistry. Inter are a working machine who just changed their manager. We're a machine that is starting from scratch. So anyone who's there going, oh, mind blown that we lost this game. Football, quality prevails. If you've got better players, you win games. Even better, if you've got a better squad depth, you win football games. It's as simple as that. And the situation between Roma and Inter is a situation where their fifth striker would start in our team every single week. Pio Esposito, who is Inter's fourth choice after Thuram, after Lautaro, after Boni, what a player, by the way. Then there's Pio Esposito in their hierarchy of strikers. Their fourth striker would start in our team every day of the week. And a striker like Pio Esposito, who's their fourth pick, would win us games. That's where the problem lays. And people will go, well, the issue is not just the striker, it's the transition towards the striker, it's the giving the ball to the strikers, which is also a problem. And I agree, it's not perfect. Of course, Inter have got better players. It's therefore easier for strikers to score. But it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Dovbyk misses goals that I would score even if my gran passes the ball to me, let alone if Pellegrini or Dybala pass it to me. You get the point. The problem is this right now, because our defense is solid. The players believe in what they're doing. The players are energetic. That second half was good. It was a good second half. But if you can't bury your chances, you're never going to score. And if you raise the bar against these teams, you're always going to be in a position where you're always going to risk not scoring, and therefore you won't get the points that you want. So, analysing the game, I think Gasperini made a few mistakes. I think conceding that goal after 5 minutes kills you in every point of view. It kills you mentally, it kills your momentum, it kills your game plan, it kills everything, especially conceding that type of goal. That's a goal that, we said it, with Gasperini, it's a goal that we'll concede many more times because Gasperini likes to advance, high line and everything, whatever you want, but it's a goal that you can't concede after 5 minutes. Like, come on. I can understand if you concede that goal around the 70th minute. Players are tired, game plan is kind of not the same game plan that you start the game with, but conceding that goal after 5 minutes is so stupid. Not even in Sunday leagues they concede that goal after 5 minutes. So yeah, but look, I think other than that, Inter didn't really do much. I think second half we played better. First half they played better, but they didn't really create much. Like, I don't remember many saves from Svilar apart from the one on Dumfries in the second half and the goal. So I think we could have gotten something, and I don't think it's a heresy to say that we could have gotten something out of this game. The frustration in me is not the fact that we lost, it's not the result, it's the fact that we could have got something from this game, and that in any other situation, with any other striker, we would have gotten something out of this game. And 1 point or 3 points, even 1 point today, would have been absolutely golden. Going back to the starting lineup. Dybala as a false nine is not a good option. I don't blame Gasperini. I kind of blame Gasperini for the picks because I think Dybala as a false nine doesn't work, or better, it works, but not in these games. You can start Dybala as a false nine on Thursday against Victoria Plzen. You can't start Dybala as a false nine in a situation where all the three defenders around him are like triple his size. You can't. Like, how the fuck is he supposed to score, is my point. And the issue with Dybala as a false nine is that he always gets the ball outside of the box. But then who's in the box? How do we bring the ball in the box if nobody is there to put density and occupy it? That's the problem with Dybala as a false nine. And in these games, it doesn't work. I can understand where Gasperini is coming from, because the strikers aren't clicking, because you don't want to leave Inter with points of reference. I can understand it, but it doesn't work in these games. And it's a move that unfortunately limited us a lot in the first half. Other than that, I think the things that he got wrong is the idea of starting Hermoso, to start Indika in the wrong side, to start Celik in the wrong position, and therefore to start Wesley in the opposite side. I think that defensive chaos today is probably also what led to that confusion moment in the goal, because Celik can't play as a fifth. He's half the player. Celik is so much better in a back three. Hermoso is a hit or miss. He can be great, but he can also be extremely vulnerable. And Wesley, in my opinion, didn't play bad, but he's already a bit of a liability in his own side, let alone if you change side. And then Ndika, in all of this, played in the wrong side. So this idea of wanting to start Hermoso made you change absolutely everything. I think Celik has to start in a back three because he's not good as a fifth in that midfield. And that confusion is what I blame Gasperini. But other than that, trust me, I'm not that mad. I'm really not that mad. I'm frustrated, not because we lost, because Inter are so much better than us. But we could have gotten more. That's the frustration. We could have gotten something that would have been very important. But look, everyone's still there. I mean, of course, anyone who looks at the league title is absolutely mental. This team won't win the league title. This team can't win the league title. This team doesn't have the team to win a league title. I ask the people who, sometimes I put questions on Instagram and people go, do you think we can overachieve this season? No, because you can't achieve more than what you're supposed to achieve if your strikers can't put the ball at the back of the net. You know, I said this yesterday. Yes, we're very good on set pieces, but we can win once on set pieces. We can win twice, maybe even 3 times. But then the fourth one, you get fucked. You can't always win on set pieces. So, yeah. What else? I think very balanced game. The other difference here is the pace in transition. This is linked to the fact that Inter know each other so well. Mkhitaryan played a phenomenal game today. What a player. But that Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu and Barella midfield not only adds density, and it's like a dam, but it exchanges itself so well and so fast, and they know each other so well, and so these movements come literally automatically for them. And then the fact that they always serve Dumfries or Di Marco. The Inter are a good team, guys. Like, it's not a surprise that Inter are a Champions League finalist. So I think, once again, massive credit to us and to me for the match preview that we analysed. I think we analysed it perfectly. Inter are better than us. And I actually still think that technically, on paper, Inter have got the best team in Italy. I don't think they'll win the league, because I don't think they will. But technically, they're the best team in Italy. And you can't really go against that, right? They're solid in defence. They've got a solid goalkeeper, who, by the way, that save on Hermoso, they've got probably the best midfield in Italy. And their attackers are extremely prolific. In a world where, even if Thuram doesn't start, their third striker, Boni, scores in every game he plays. There are categories, and yeah, I think we can't really be surprised on the result, but there are things and there are problems. I take a lot of positives from this game, I really do. Hand on heart, I really do. And I think this game will make us grow even more. Absolutely. But there's a problem. There's a problem, and if you don't solve this problem, you're not going to go far. And that problem is a problem that I've spoken about in every single game. And I don't mind if people think whatever they want to think. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Football is good because of this. But if I need to see, after all these performances, today he missed everything. He missed an incredible sitter. Against Leo, he missed 2 penalties. Against Fiorentina, he provided a good assist, but he missed a massive sitter. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, I can no longer defend Dovbyk, which is why I say Ferguson needs to start. Stop starting Dovbyk. Dovbyk is a lost case. In a world where we can avoid losing both our strikers, now is the time to put Ferguson in and hope that he clicks. Otherwise, I've said it already, you will have a dramatic situation where both your strikers won't score goals. And I really, really, really don't hope we fall in that hole. And the last brink of this safety is that we get Ferguson back. But you won't get Ferguson back if you put him on the bench and start Dovbyk over him every time. Dovbyk is not better than Ferguson. If you understand football, Dovbyk is not better than Ferguson. Full stop. Anyways, Victoria Poznan on Thursday next. Napoli lost as well. Everyone's there. It's a result that stings, but I take a lot of positives from this game, and the negatives are always the same. But look, hit the like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm going to catch you tomorrow with a little live, speak about on a colder reaction. And yeah, Forza Roma sempre. Simo out.